We're now being joined by Nazmul Islam, an assistant professor at the Ankara Yildirim Beyazıt University, to discuss the devastating Rohingya camp fire, which has razed almost 2,000 shelters. Good to have you, Nazmul. Now, authorities in Bangladesh are investigating the reason behind this camp fire. Police in Cox's Bazar have said that it could be an act of sabotage. What is the latest that we know about this incident?
Yeah, indeed. I mean, this was happened, yesterday, and it shows like more than 12,000 people, they just lost completely their homes, and still they're waiting. They don't know like where they will stay. In first incident, of course, the police and the district commission of Cox's Bazar, and also the places in Cox's Bazar, including the district of Cox's Bazar like Ukia, Upazila, and also the Teknaf, they are trying to find out the main reasons why it was happened. There was two kinds of things. That was also I personally, when I went to these refugee camps, especially the refugees who are living there, they have some arguments, and also the policymakers who are working with these particular camps, they have also the different arguments. But apart from that, the first thing, I mean, it's very common, like, all of the sides, they believe like it's happened because of the natural reasons. Because in Bangladesh, from November, or particularly from December to till April, it's actually summertime, and during this time, apart from the summer and the hot sun, and also the flames, it's created some sort of the fire in there. And apart from the fire, there was also the refugees, especially in every homes, and that the homes, it's made by the bamboos, so it's very easy for to make it much more big flames and the fire in there with the gas cylinder, because the gas cylinder is very available in every home, and when the one home is started, then it's automatically created another impact on every homes. So the first identification, that's what we saw also in the last couple of times, because it's not the first time we are seeing the fires happen in the refugee camps. Before, it also happened there, and it's actually common things we are seeing in recent times. Because, and as I said earlier, some refugees, they say like, okay, maybe there was some kind of sabotage happened from some particular groups, or maybe there was some kind of inter-conflict within the different kind of groups inside the refugee camps. Also, from the some kind of videos, it is not still authentic whether it is true or not. It shows like from inside the camp, some people using this kind of things. But apart from those kind of arguments, there is still the one of the most critical things that what we are seeing in the refugee camps, because the UN and their organizations like UNHCR and also UNICEF or World Food Program, they are afraid because their budget is going to be listening, and that's one of the threat situation for these persecuted refugees. Because as my also personal experience, when I talk with some particular policymakers, especially from the United Nations, they are thinking the budget is decreasing because it has been another target, like especially the Ukraine and Ukrainian refugees, and that's why the budget has some sort of problems in there. It will have also those kind of impact. Even the police, of course, they are now trying to find out why it has happened, but I believe it will have some sort of long-term impact, especially on the refugees, even also the government officials from the Bangladesh, because when the refugees, it's very clear from the field, like the refugees now, they are waiting like where they will stay. And if the government, if they do not take the necessary steps as soon as possible, then it will have another kind of maybe criminal activities, maybe another kind of humanitarian problems that will start in there.
Now, this is the world's largest refugee camp with close to 1 million inhabitants. How difficult will it be to relocate over 12,000 people that have been affected? What are the major difficulties that are being faced by these Rohingya migrants?
One thing, as I already mentioned, in these refugee camps, is very common things. That's what we already saw in the last couple of periods, especially in the last year we saw it. Even a couple of months ago, we also saw the same incident. So in that case, we can say that officials from the Bangladesh and also the international organizations, they're quite experienced about this kind of situation. And apart from that situation, we can say, there is also another plan from the Bangladesh government. They are trying to relocate Rohingya refugees to the Bashan Chor. It is one of the islands inside, we can say, the river. We can say they're quite near to the Bay of Bengal. Maybe government will have some kind of policy in future to send some kind of people, some sort of people to there. But I don't think so for now. They are thinking to this because, as per my knowledge, it's now stopped to send to the people, to relocate to the people to the Bashan Shore. So they want to make as soon as possible the many small places to stay these people inside the camps. And apart from this, I have to mention, in the refugee camp, there are 36 camps. And this has happened in the 11 camps. I mean, the number 11 inside the camp. It will take a little bit time, but it will be possible for the officials to relocate them as soon as possible. Even also the international organizations, they are also taking the necessary steps to make a homes for these refugees. Even this kind of homes which are made by the bamboos is much more easy actually to prepare for this kind for the Rohingya refugee people. But the problem is here, when we are thinking for the long-term stability and long-term effects of this kind of situation, it shows us like even the Rohingya people, neither they want to stay there, nor the people, especially the officials from the Bangladesh, they want to see that the people will stay here for longer time, because both sides, they want to see that to repatriate these people to the Myanmar. But here is the fact that the international organizations like UN, they are quite, we can say like, okay, they don't find a good way to resolve this problem, to negotiate with the Myanmar. And even the last year, especially in 2021, after the military coup, it was quite difficult actually to find a solution. When I was talking with one of the officials from UN, I still remember he mentioned like, okay, they are trying to find out some political solution through China, but it is also difficult to find out, to see those kind of solutions, because from the Chinese perspective, it is always changing. I mean, to find out the reliable and the long-term solutions. So whatever it is happening, the firing and the sabotage, or also the humanitarian problem, that is a continuous process. Even from the World Food Program, they said like it will in future there will have a food shortage in there. So this will happening actually there. This will be happening there because it should have some political solution. And that solution can only possible if the particular actors, they come together. And from the Bangladesh side, they don't want to see the refugees to integrate with the Bangladesh society, especially from the international organizations. They want to, they are requesting actually the government to give these people some kind of work rights to work inside Bangladesh. But Bangladesh don't want to give this kind of rights, because they want to see these people to move, I mean, to repatriate to their particular countries. Even also the refugee people who are also living in the camps, they want to see themselves to move to their own countries, because there is a peoples, especially the refugees and so official, they both are agree with this point. If they get this kind of integration process inside Bangladesh, then they will never have their citizenship rights in Myanmar. But for international organizations, they are afraid because of their funding and their budget, and they see like, okay, we have to see some kind of short-term solution for now. Then we will think about the long-term solution of this crisis.